everyone. Yes, indeed, this is Flame Fatale, another day coming in with lots of runs for you all to check out. It's going to be so much fun. And again, we are benefiting Malala Fund. You may have just heard me speaking with another lovely member of Malala Fund, as I am Kung Fu Fruit Cup. Hi, everyone. So if you'd like to see the full interview with all the video, that will be on the YouTube channel tonight. So if you want to go check that out, you are welcome to do so. Now, of course, we are already ready for the first run and about to get into it. So I would love to introduce Aalaizah, who is doing the Any % Cat Quest run. Everybody enjoy, take care, have fun with the marathon, and I'll be around for donations whenever you want.
Hey guys, I'm Aalaizah. I'm going to be running Cat Quest, which is a fun action-adventure kind of RPG game where you play as a cat. And with me, I've got bbrosef.
Hey everyone.
Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. Time starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so at the very beginning we skip a cutscene because cutscenes take time. Where you are on a boat with your sister and your sister gets kidnapped by a white cat. That's rude.
Wouldn't it be kidnapped?
We're gonna go through a quick tutorial where they tell us how to attack stuff and how to dodge stuff. We're not gonna dodge stuff at the beginning because that takes time and we level up and heal a lot in the tutorial. Forests are scary because you can't see through them. And then we find out that we are what's called a dragon blood. That's what that wonderful swirly mark on our back tells us. And dragon bloods are the only cats in the kingdom that are capable of defeating dragons. We then get our first spell, which is just a big fireball around us. And that's kind of where we do most of our damage throughout the run. Ritual circles are those little red circles that pop up. They always summon enemies. Most of the time it's not fun. So once again, we're just gonna kind of take the damage just to get him kind of killed fast enough. And that's kind of the end of the early safe stuff. Stuff starts to get kind of dangerous from here on out. So I am gonna be donating $5 a death if I end up dying. I normally die anywhere between 0 and like 3 times, so we'll see how today goes. So all the cats in the cat piddle here were super excited because we killed the dragon, and they haven't seen anybody kill a dragon, but the king wasn't happy because he's been taken over and cursed by the white cat. Now we have to come over to this cave and see what sort of information we can find in the random cave, which is mostly just monsters, so we'll probably get a quick donation in here.
Sure thing. I have a $25 donation from Paticus, who says, Aalaizah, I would like to take a meowment to wish you luck in preventing a catastrophe in the history of Felingard. I know you will keep a positive catitude, this is hurting me, during your quest as you become the claw enforcement needed to take down Dracoth. Also, while it may be a little early, I hope you have a possum birthday. Wow, what a way to start the day.
Thanks, Pat, because that's my little sister. She told me there were going to be a lot of puns, but wouldn't tell me anything more than that. So I'm sorry for you reading that, but also thank you for reading that because it was glorious.
It's okay. For charity, or funds and organizations and things like this, like it's okay.
Yup. So basically, we just ran into Dracoth, the cat who stole our sister, and he was like, "Yo, dog, I stole your sister. If you want her back, you have to like play my game and defeat all my dragons." And then Speary, who's our little guardian cat spirit thing, is like, hey, you should go get a weapon from Kit Kat. And we're like, cool, but nah. Because we're going to go try and get a better weapon. So we're going to save right there because you can quit out of the game and then return to wherever your last save is. And we're going to try and zip up to another cave here. Maybe, yep. So for whatever reason, zipping only works up and left. So when we go north or west, we try to zip when we can. But if we're going south or east, we have to just roll.
Quick question.
This wonderful dude. Yep.
How does zipping work in this game? Like, what are the mechanics?
I wish we knew. That is wonderful luck. That's actually the best weapon I can get from that chest.
Nice.
So the how you do it is by basically buffering a roll into your exit, and then for whatever reason it just zooms you across the land until the next time you hit something that stops. And we don't fully understand why it works. So I'm going to equip this weapon before I forget. So this weapon not only increases our attack, but also increases our magic, which, like I said earlier, is kind of the main way we're going to do damage once we can get the best piece of equipment. Just gonna come kill these dragons. This is one of the scariest fights in the game for a speedrunner, because you're supposed to be like level 12 or 13 or something like that, and we're level 4. So we take 2 hits from him and we're dead. Okay, cool. And we got a weapon, but we don't care because we have a better weapon already. So now we see our sister, except it's not actually our sister, it's Dracoth again. And so he tells us that the next dragon lies on water, but we left a tracker on him, so we're gonna follow him with another zip. We're gonna fail the zip. Okay. Mr. Dragon, please.
Does zipping work in Cat Quest 2 as well, or no?
Not from what I've seen, but I've only tried a couple of times. So now we're coming into the Forbidden Fields, which has lots of really high-level monsters that we don't want to fight. But it leads us to where Dracoth supposedly is, in the Old Master's ruins. And we're just gonna kill a bunch more people, so if you've got another donation or two, now's a pretty decent time.
Sure thing. Alrighty, we have a $25 donation. This is from TMSLFT, who says, "Love Cat Quest. Good luck, Aalaizah." I didn't want to say that wrong. This could also be like Tim's Lift. There's also a $25 donation from Emmy Pup saying, "Keep up the great work." We have a $25 donation from Rose Eater, who says just a little less than 3. We also have a $100 donation from Zero Crates. Thank you so much for your donation.
Yeah, thanks. So now we get the first of our like dream sequences where they kind of give us some more of the history of the game. And we find out that this old master Aalaizah is actually the one who created dragon blood cats. And then we run into Dracoth again, but he runs away because he's rude. So now, basically anytime we can't find a dragon, they tell us to go to the watchtowers, and somehow these cats just magically know where we're supposed to go, because video games, so. Now we're gonna zip across the screen again, and then we're gonna actually be zipping to a side quest, because we have to be able to walk on water to attack the dragon on water. There we go. So now's probably another good time for donations while I roll down to the side quest.
No problem. Well, first of all, just want to remind you all that there are plenty of incentives and bids that you can put those donations toward. Now we have things like the Disney's 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue run coming up, and there are things like you can choose between all puppies and all level categories. You can choose if Tainted Tally will play as Domino or Oddball. There's some Xenoblade things, like you can choose what outfit Shulk will wear. There's all kinds of stuff like that that your donations will go toward. And then we have a $5 donation from Captain Clown who says Earthbound. It's a great game. We have a $20 donation from Fat_Kitty who says keep on rocking on.
So this side quest, basically we start out, the governor's like, hey, we are working on water walking, but the person who's working on it is missing. Go find him. So we run across the map and find him. And then we quit out and it takes us back to the quest board, which is cool because running across the world sounds awful.
Generally, not
generally.
very fast.
So now they're like, yo, we need the mages' help, but the mages don't like Puss, who is the one who was helping us figure out water, because he's a scientist and mages don't like scientists. So you get to come up and talk to the mages and be like, no, it's definitely for the governor, not for the scientist. We get to fight some somewhat scary bandits that are just like chilling outside of the mage's hut here. Only scary because I took damage when I shouldn't have. That's okay. Level up? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Got one more little bandit here, and then, okay, go away, dragon. Okay, no, dragon. Okay, I guess I got the dragon too.
The sad cat noises are kind of tragic.
Yeah, the sad cat noises are the worst. There we go. Okay, so now we have our potion to take to Puss. Oh, okay. Actually, we died. So, cat, please help me keep track of deaths, because I'm bad at counting. Since we died, we get to restart that. So, probably a good time for another couple of donations.
Alrighty. Lots of time for donations, so this is the perfect time to get donations in. Even though I am not a fan of puns, shall we say, I will read them out loud for Malala Fund. We have a $5 donation from Air Angel who says, women are wonderful. You're amazing. Music. Yes. We also have a $37.50 donation from Poetics saying, save frames, support women, be a hero in every way you can. We have a $50 donation from Rizma who says, thanks so much to all the runners. You're all fantastic.
Okay, that's a second death. I don't think I've ever actually had that dragon follow me around like that, so that was not fun.
The dragon knows. It's a marathon.
The dragon knows.
Cats have 9 lives, though, so you should be all right.
Yeah. That's actually one of the like hard mode versions of this game, is where you only have 9 lives, and if you get killed 9 times, you get game over and have to restart, which is kind of great.
Very on brand.
Yeah. Yeah, this entire game is very cat puns. If you like cat puns, or if you just like cats, honestly, you should play Cat Quest.
Or cute animals in general.
That's true too. Okay, so now we have the magic potion again, and we're at full health, so we should be fine kind of traversing through all of these friends. Okay, please leave me alone, dragon. Okay, now we are safely here.
Hooray!
So we give the potion to Puss and the governor, and they give us a weapon that we just don't care about since we have our other weapon. And then we find out that Puss is hiding because the rogue mages are trying to like stop him from doing water walking, because science.
It's not natural.
Yeah. Science isn't natural, but magic is, so. So
Because
now we find this rogue mage who isn't willing to fight us himself. He just summons a bunch of friends. Mages are my least favorite things to fight because they do like all of the abilities ever. So you kind of have to run away first. They also, every enemy has like different things that they're weak to. So most of the like cat enemies are weak to physical attacks, whereas a lot of the monster type enemies are more weak to magic. Alright, now we get to chase the mage because he ran out of mana and he's a scaredy cat.
So is that dragon there just, would it just take time to defeat?
Yeah. They also, they respawn after an amount of time or when you, like, go in and out of buildings. So...
Gotcha. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just a persistent enemy mob.
Yup. Alright, so now we have water walking, so we can actually go do some other stuff. So we're gonna just kind of prove that we can walk on water, and then the reason that Governor was trying to get water walking was because this monster is destroying all of his boats. So since they helped us get water walking, we're gonna help them by killing everything. So they can go back to being the best pot city. And then we're now gonna take another little detour from the main quest. Technically, now that we have water walking, we could go fight the ice dragon, but because he's super powerful, we're gonna go upgrade our magic, and then we are also gonna go get the piece of equipment that makes it so that our magic does like way too much damage. We're gonna come down to this mage temple specifically because it's got this ability Berserk, which makes it so that we do more damage. We're gonna just equip that, and then we're gonna upgrade our Flame Purr and make it so that it's just doing more damage in general. Did this right, I should have enough money to upgrade one more time after this. Yep, awesome. Now we are going to run down to my favorite and least favorite quest of all time. We're going to a place called Gentletown, which is the home of the Gentle Bros, the creators of this game. And the quest is to get a golden key that they've dropped in a cave. The quest is level 1, but everything in the cave just one-shots you.
That doesn't sound very gentle.
Yeah, no, it's not very gentle at all. So, we are going to save right here so that we don't have to listen to them make fun of us for thinking it's a level 1 quest. If I die. And we're gonna come try and kill some little chests. So now is another good time for donations because I'm just gonna be rolling back and forth a lot.
Sounds good. I have got some donations. We have a $50 donation from Jellybean the Cat, who says, Cat Quest is one of my mom's favorite games. I might be purring and napping through the run, but my mom is loving watching. Thanks for all you're doing to promote education for women and girls everywhere. I love when people of all age get into games and runs and all that. That's why I keep asking all the Malala Fund members. I'm like, so do you game? Tell me about it. We also have a $10 donation from Football Psycho, who says, you are all legends. Everyone, have a wonderful day. You deserve it. We have a $15 donation from Anonymous, who says, bows for the bow crown. I love how that's a thing.
Alright, so now we have the golden key. So we're just gonna try, there we go. Gonna zip up here.
Woo!
It takes too long to go all the way up here rolling. And then we're gonna come save. And then we're gonna roll across to what's called the hidden cave. And the hidden cave has a item called Faith. And Faith is a helmet that just gives us insane magic. So once we get Faith, we can just kind of wreck things.
This game is very, very on brand for frame fatales in general, which I'm all for. Because for those who don't know, Faith is our mascot for frame fatales, so...
That is very
cool.
true. I hadn't even thought about that until you said it was on brand. I was like, yup.
Very exciting.
Alright, so we're gonna run around these dragons, and we're gonna hope that the ice dragon right here is gonna be nice. He's... maybe? Nope. Basically, you can't open chests while you're in combat, so we just kind of... there we go. We have to kind of inch up to the chest to get the item without going into combat. And now that we have it, we can exit the game because it has given us like a quick save. So we still have Faith and it is equipped. And now we're gonna abandon that golden key quest. Normally, like if you're playing casually, you want to finish the quest, that way you have it. Then you have the golden key and can open golden chests in all of the different caverns. But since we only need the one golden chest, we don't finish the quest because there's lots of text boxes. So that was the ice dragon dead. Much easier than the fire dragon. Now we have to finish killing off his little buddies. So now we've killed all of the ice dragon buddies, and we have to go find the arcane dragon. We're gonna come down to another watchtower, who just kind of mostly ignores us until we're like, yo, please. And then he tells us that the arcane dragon is off on the east somewhere, but that we need flight to get to it. So we get to go do another side quest here after we roll all the way across the world so that we can get flight.
All skills that cats can naturally do, like
Yeah.
fly and walk on water.
Yep. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't. That's why we had to have science.
Yeah. Without science, cats can't do these incredible things, like fly
Yeah.
and walk on water.
So now we have this talking bush, and he's the one who gives us this side quest. And he tells us that he's lost his memories, so we have to go find something so that he can get his memories back. So we get to come in this wonderful spiral cave and kill everything so that it's safe enough for us to search for the gem that holds the bush's memories. That one XP bubble is jiggling a whole bunch, and that weirds me out. I've never seen that before.
It was just so excited.
It is. It is very excited to exist. But I'm out of mana. I'm so distracted by the jiggling experience bubble.
That's so wild.
Okay. This is our last enemy in this cave, thankfully. So now we see the strange gem, we dig it up. We're gonna run out. There's a mage, so we can't see it yet, but there's like mountains in the way. So we're gonna just come break some geometry over here and roll through the village
Nice.
instead of running all the way around the village to get back up here to the bush. Because the mage was like, nah, you can't give the bush his memories back. So now we come pick up the next side quest, which is to help empower the magic memory stone by talking to the magic tree. Because everything is magic in this game. It's kind of gloriously awful. This is the magic tree. All of the cats pray to the red magic tree. We're gonna pray to it, and then we're actually going to, while the cutscene's loading, run back over this direction. That way we're in a good spot for after this portion of the quest. So in here, it's another kind of dream sequence, and this is telling us how the old masters got the ability of flight. And basically, they imprisoned a dragon and stole its flight power, which is really rude. Basically, the old masters have been really rude to dragons in general.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah. So, roll around in circles, just waiting for them to talk. Then, it should. There it goes. Okay. Now we pop back out, and we're gonna have a mage show up and steal our gem. So he steals the gem that we just spent all of our time powering up. So we gotta go get it back.
This game is rude. There's a lot of stealing.
Yeah. And of course, those mages were just like illusions, so we gotta go chase after supposedly the real mage. And anytime those paths pop up, the game expects you to zoom out to see which direction you're supposed to go, but it's the same direction every time, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So now that we've completed that quest, we're gonna pick up the next side quest, where the mages got away because it was still just another illusion. Spiri questions everything because a bush is talking to us, and somehow the bush that can't move is also leaving quests for us on the quest board. So. Okay, cool. That dragon left me alone. So we're gonna try to zip in here. Nope, I didn't get it. So if you zip into this cave, it puts you all the way down by the enemies that we're supposed to go to. Oh, that's a new death.
I think we're at 3.
I have never died like that before, so. Well then, we're gonna, oh right, I have to go talk to the bush again because I died. So, now that we've talked to the bush again, oh, please leave me alone, dragon. Gives us another chance to try and zip into the cave at least. Nope. Let's not get hit by that mage, since he apparently does lots of damage. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Cool. So the mage that has the gem was not in here, so now we gotta run back out and figure out where he's at. And this mage wasn't very smart this time because he left a trail to where he went. We just follow the trail down here to this other cave. Our little ghost friends follow us, apparently. This mage is like, yo, you can't have the gem because you're just trying to kill all the dragons and we worship the dragons. So the dragon gem should be ours. And we're like, but we need the gem. So we take it back. Rather forcefully.
Is there any other way? Because, you know, it'd be a rather short video game if you couldn't just ask.
Yeah, unfortunately. So now we give the gem back to the bush. The bush remembers everything. The bush was the dragon all along.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so this bush is the dragon that got its flight stolen from it. So it's extra angry about existence. So now, because it can actually move, even though it told us that it can't, it takes us up to this monument and reminds us that, like, the Dragon War was a thing that happened. And the Dragon War was actually kind of a load of baloney because originally the dragons came here and, like, gave everybody magic. And then they were like, yo, if you guys help us when we come back, that would be great. But then they come back and they get slaughtered. So this is not a cool thing for the old masters to do.
Yeah, that's not very cash money of them.
Yeah. So now that we have defeated the angry dragon, we have flight. And flight is much quicker than rolling, thankfully. And takes much less button mashing. So now we get to come fly down to the arcane dragon and kick his butt. That was not very nice of you, arcane dragon. There we go. So now we have defeated all 3 of Dracoth's dragons, so hopefully he's going to give us our sister back. So he tells us to come back to where everything started, and, you know, he'll totally 100% give us our sister back.
Which I'm sure he will gladly just give up when we ask, right?
Yeah, totally, 100%. I mean, we played his game, so he's just gonna do what he said, right?
Yeah.
Fury's like, I don't know, this feels like a trap, and lo and behold, it is a trap. We get more Dracoth images to fight.
Fool me once.
So, I know, right? So Dracoth is just kind of like, yo, look at how powerful you've gotten, because I made you fight the dragons. And then Speary's like, okay, but we should probably get more powerful before we go actually fight Dracoth. So he knows of this wonderful little cave where we can get stronger. So we come in here and kill a bunch of stuff because we're looking for a friend of his. Oh. Okay. Now that I've been hit by ice, which is like the rudest attack because it slows you down.
Mm-hmm.
We have killed all of the things that can hit us with ice in this cave. Armor so that I have a little bit more health. Okay, so now we have killed everything and our grandpa comes out. Grandpa! So he tells us he's gonna explain some stuff, but first we have to like follow him so that he can like show us what he's explaining. So this little head is an old master. Apparently they were made of stone or something, but also look like people. So then we also get to find out that there's more information that he's gonna tell us. So we are gonna come in this cavern and clear everything out, and this takes a couple of minutes, so probably have time for a donation or two.
Oh, I have some donations here. Okay. So we have a $100 donation from Willis the Penguin. Willis says, cats are super cute when they roll around and when they wield flamethrowers. I guess I'll donate right now. Go, Aalaizah. We also have a $25 donation. This is from Anonymous, but they say, my favorite, somewhat nerdy cat-related joke. If 2 cats are sitting on a sloped roof, which one would fall off first? Do you have any idea?
One that's closer to the bottom of the roof?
It's the answer is the one with the smaller mu. And mu is the Greek letter used to denote the coefficient of friction. That is quite a nerdy joke.
That
is a really
too
nerdy
big
joke,
brain
and I
for
really
me.
love it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh gosh. You want another one?
Sure.
Okay. We have a $50 donation from Anonymously Known, who says Aalaizah is a meowster at this game. Okay, here we go. I am quite impressed with this run. This meowsingly perfect day has just begun. Everyone should do their part and donate. Mew hap we can reach 50K. Oh. Sorry, I'm okay.
All right, so that was just another quick dream sequence where we actually find out that Alias was the one that created the Dragon Bloods. So we've got another dungeon before we find out more information. So if you've got more cat puns, let's get them out of the way before we get to non-cat pun territory later today.
Oh no. Okay, I do have one more related to that for you then. We have a $15 donation from Pandora. Pandora says, Cat Quest is such a perfect game. Being Europe, the 100% sleep is a run I get to see most of the day. But all the runs I managed to catch are amazing. Malala Fund is amazing, and the interviews are so inspiring. Lots of love and respect to all the Frame Fatale. Thank you.
Thanks for that.
We also have a $10 donation. This is from Poison Onion. No puns in this one, thankfully. Thank you. They say, it's my first donation. I love all the runs and watching it from Germany on YouTube every time. Thanks to all of your efforts. Keep going.
All right, so now we get another dream sequence where we find out that Dracoth is trying to break Aalaizah out. And so he's, you know, talking to all the other Dragon Bloods, explaining his plan. And then Grandpa gives us some dragon shards and is like, yo, this could help you beat Dracoth. So we are going to take the dragon shards back to Kit Kat, who we haven't seen since the beginning of the game. And she's going to make us an awesome sword that is less awesome than the axe we already have. So we get to wait around for her. Yeah, she tries. And you can actually make the sword better, but that takes time, so now that we have the awesome sword, we are going to the Frozen Paw, which is where Dracoth has set up his lair. We are going to make one stop over here at the final rest, so that if we die, we don't have to fly all the way back up here. Also because it's the final rest, like, it's perfect. So, Dracoth once again tricks us and is like, yo, your sister's all yours, but it's illusions again. And now
who could have saw this coming?
I know, right? Arcane Dragon, please. Alright, so I'm gonna grab a bunch of experience and follow our sister inside. Of course, this is the point of no return because we're coming up to the final boss. And Dracoth is like, yo, can you pick your sister out of a lineup? And regardless of who you pick, you're wrong. So,
that's not fair.
Yeah, no, it's really not fair.
Rigged.
So then we find out we actually don't have a sister. Dracoth was like 100% tricking us all along because he needs a powerful dragon blood to break Aalaizah out. So we also find out that Spiri was helping him, which is not very nice of our guardian spirit. But now we get to actually fight and defeat Dracoth. Kind of. We fight lots of Dracoths, and then we get to fight one last one, big and scary, and does everything to start. And we're just gonna come up here and smother him in fire. So that was the actual final boss. Now he just kind of like runs away. He's like, yo, take this. And kind of cheats and just like makes us fight other stuff. And then he's like, well, you know, I'm a powerful dragon blood too, so if I die, then Aalaizah still goes free. So then he just jumps in to get attacked. And now the Zero Dimension is opening up so Aalaizah can get free, but we're inside, so we gotta run away. So now we are out of the Zero Dimension and almost done with the game. Spiri basically apologizes. He's like, yo, you've been cool to me, but like, I did what I had to. And then you're like, yeah, that's cool. And then we run into another Dracoth, but it's just another clone because he wants to tell us his story. So here we get his notes where he says, you know, he was created by Dracoth, or by Aalaizah, so, you know, that's why he's trying to break Aalaizah out. And Spiri owed him his life. So, time's gonna be coming up here in just a second. So, now that we've beat Dracoth, time, and then he's just like, yo, let's go on another cat venture. And now you can fly around and do whatever you would like.
Nice.
Which is the fun part of the game. So yeah, this has been Cat Quest. Shoutouts to Kung Fu for putting up with all of the awful and wonderful cat puns. Shout out to the rest of the Fatales stuff so that we can actually show off this game, because it's a lot of fun. And shout outs to my family, especially my little sister and my wife, who've been really supportive of me doing speedrunning in general. So, thanks, everyone. I think I died, what, 3 times? 4 times?
Yeah, I count 3.
3?
I could be
okay,
wrong,
cool.
though.
Cool. Well, I will be donating $15 then. So thanks, everybody.
All right, that was a fantastic run. Great way to start off the day. Great way to start off the event. Can't wait for the next run. I will be with you all for the next 2 runs coming up. So very exciting because not only did Aalaizah do a wonderful job, we also have Painted Tally and Beautyism doing some more. These are like lots of animal-related games. Very exciting. So we have Disney's 102 Dalmatians, Puppies to the Rescue, coming up. And then after that, we have Croc Legend of the Gobos. So that'll be fun to watch as well. And let me see what is coming up, and then we can get some donations. I have lots of stuff we can talk about. All right, we have a quick word from Malala Fund for you all to check out. Alrighty, everyone. We are actually just about ready for the next run. Very excited for this little like mini animal block. So fun today. So before we get started, real quick, I'm gonna try to fit in like 2 really quick donations because these were for Cat Quest. So we have a $25 donation from Cerise who says, if your feline rival makes a rude mistake, would that make them faux pas? It's okay, I'm good. And then we also have a $25 anonymous donation who says, I'm feline good with this run. Cats are wonderful. You are all wonderful. Thank you so much for the puns. It's okay. I'm good. Let's get into the next run. All right, we have Disney's 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the rescue. This is an all puppies versus all levels inbounds run by Tainted Tally. Take it away.